everybody, Zach here from Mythos Pedals, and today we're doing something a little bit different. I'm reviewing this Epiphone Kirk Hammett 1979 Flying V guitar. I'm really excited about this thing. If you want to get right to the riffs, there'll be timestamps below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out our channel for more videos like this. So, what is this guitar? This is Epiphone's tribute to Kirk's 1979 Gibson Flying V. Kirk played that guitar famously on Kill 'Em All. Apparently he used it in the studio on a lot of those early records, and he definitely used it live back in the day. Now, this is Epiphone's version that Gibson has recently reissued, but they're getting at a price point and a spec point that I think is really enticing for anybody who's interested in this style of instrument. So why did I get this? I've been on a Metallica kick for some time. I've been a fan of Metallica since I was a teenager and recently have kind of rekindled that love for her. I think mostly in part due to Matthew, who's such a huge fan. I was really excited when I saw Cesar leak this guitar because Gibson Custom Shop had released a version. There's 200 pieces of that, but the price tag's pretty steep. It's a replica, it's a tribute, it's big money, and I couldn't justify it. But this, I could justify. So when I saw the feature set, when I saw the spec, I reached out to my friend Matt, who works at the Gibson Garage, and he let me know that he would set one aside for me. And so on Halloween Day, 2023, I drove down to the Gibson Garage and got this thing. All right, so the features on this guitar. This guitar is built like most every other Epiphone. It's got Indian laurel for the fretboard, mahogany, a poly finish, pretty standard Epiphone fare. Now, I think Epiphone has been making some incredible guitars over the past couple years. I think their quality has really skyrocketed. And so if you're interested in any of these sort of shapes, there's no reason to not look at Epiphone. And for this guitar, the specs of the electronics are truly what sold me. You've got Gibson T-type pickups, CTS pots, Sprague tone cap, a Switchcraft selector switch, and a Switchcraft jack with the poker chip where it should be for this guitar, which I think is awesome. It's got Grover tuners with change tuning keys. It's got a volute. It's got the era correct headstock shape. I mean, it also has the Stars guitar replica bridge. It's really, really cool. And from a distance, you would probably not know that it's not a Gibson guitar. It truly looks fabulous. And mine is nice and light for a guitar of this size. I mean, Flying V is not a small guitar, but I'm really, truly impressed with the feature set on this instrument. And it comes with a hard case, which is incredible for a Flying V. You have to have a hard case if you want to do anything with it, because what do you do with this? Can't just throw it in a gig bag. So really, really happy with all the features and everything that comes with this guitar. The fit and the finish. This is usually the thing that people want to know the most detail about. Well, I can't really complain about the fit and finish on this guitar. The fretwork is great. There's no sharp fret ends, not a problem there. The frets seem to be installed perfectly. The paint is great. There's no weird finish flaws that I can see. Everything about the fit and the finish is bang on. The only thing that I think is a little suspect is the edges of that truss rod cover are a little rough, but honestly, you could take a pocket knife, smooth that out, and no one would ever notice. It's just me being super nitpicky. It doesn't really matter. Okay, likes and dislikes. There's a lot to like about this guitar. The neck shape is really comfortable. It's got the right profile. It feels like a classic Gibson neck. It plays fast. It's really comfortable, but it's not too thin. It's not too fat. It's what you should expect. The stock electronics are awesome. There's no reason for someone to buy this guitar and immediately gut this unless you wanted to put EMGs in it and make it like the Flying V that Kirk played in different eras. The T-types are supposed to be like it was originally when he first started playing it. So, you know, I don't know. There's no reason to change this unless you're wanting to get really detail-oriented about your Metallica tones. Some dislikes. I don't like how the knobs are kind of bunched up and where the selector switch is. I feel like it's really tight, but you know, that's era correct, so I shouldn't really complain. The Indian laurel on the fretboard on my guitar is pretty dark. I know a lot of people might complain about that. I know it's hit or miss, but you know, for the price, I'm not really going to whine about it. And the only other small detail that I would like to see on this guitar is the fact that the numbers on the speed knobs are not raised, which on a real Gibson speed knob, the numbers should be like raised up and then painted. That's super nitpicky. Who cares? It doesn't matter. It doesn't affect the use of the knobs at all. So that's just me being annoying. Would I change anything? I'll probably change the knobs at some point because, again, I'm OCD about these sort of things. And I may get some Montespresso and treat the fretboard and get it nice and dark. But for now, there's no reason to change anything. The only thing that I would recommend is just getting it set up to your liking. I lowered the action a little bit from the factory. Now, Gibson Garage did set this guitar up for me, which was awesome. They really took care of me well. So if you're interested in getting a guitar from Gibson directly in Nashville, don't be afraid. They really will do it up right. But yeah, there's no reason to change anything. So tones, let's get into it. I'm going to plug this guitar into a Mythos Mjolnir and plug that into a Neural DSP, plug in the Mesa Boogie Mark II C+, of course, and give you guys some tones. So let's get it going. Thanks for watching. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think, and see you on the next one.